Yo, you are now tuned in to Cooking with Quayla. Had a long night last night, so I'm gonna make it brief and sweet. I'm gonna make some shrimp and chicken Creole soup. Okay, put a little vegetables in there for you. Kind of shake your back after a long night. Here's what you need for today's meal. Got a pound of shrimp, got a pound of chicken. We got a tomato sauce. We got a tomato paste here. We got some Worcestershire sauce. We got the one and only Louisiana hot sauce, baby. And of course, this is my vegetables. This is my preference of vegetable. I got a corn and I got a green bean. That's what I like. You could put carrots, whatever type of vegetable you would like to put in it, you can definitely put it in there, no problem. I have a low sodium chicken broth. And here's my seasonings. Y'all already know my favorite. The Tony's, the chicken bouillon. That's good. I recently started using it. It's pretty good. I have a garlic powder. I have an onion powder. I have a parsley, and I have a black pepper. And anybody knows me know I love to cook with my fresh seasoning. So this is an onion, this is a bell pepper, and this is celery. Now let's get to cooking. Heat the oven up. Heat the oven up to 350. Okay? And while the oven is heating up, what we're going to do is we're going to season these chicken breasts. And we're going to place them in the oven for 10 minutes. Because I don't like to do them too much because I like to shred it. I like to shred the chicken breasts. Like once they done cooked and they real juicy and got their flavor, I just shred it. So I just used a little Tony's. Now I'm going to use a little chicken bouillon. Real light. I'm going to use my little onion and garlic powder. It's a little garlic. A little onion. A little parsley. Then I'm going to top it off with a little pepper. And we're going to switch sides. We're going to flip them and repeat the same steps of seasoning. Okay, after we season this chicken, front and back, now we want to add a little Worcestershire sauce. And this just going to tenderize your meat. I just always put that in there for tenderizer. And it's going to keep it moist as well. Then I'm going to put a little chicken broth at the bottom of the pan. That way it don't dry out, because I really want my chicken real moist. Especially when I take it out the oven after the 10 minutes and shred it. That's how I gotta be looking. So we're gonna place some foil paper over this. Excuse my foil paper. Somebody the wrong. It got rolled out the wrong way. I don't want my chicken to dry out. And like I say, we're going to place it in the oven for 45 minutes. And then after that, we'll go to our next step. Okay. Now, place this in the oven. For 10 minutes. I'm gonna place this in the oven for 10 minutes. I think I said 10 minutes, y'all. Remember I told y'all I had a long night, so I'm finna put everything in this pressure cooker. because I don't feel like standing and doing all that today. Long night. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this 12-ounce can of tomato paste. I'm going to put this in here first. And it's always a method to my madness, if that makes sense. I'm going to do this one first, because so I can try to get some of the paste out of there. I'm going to kind of put some of the sauce in there to kind of, you know. And I only use the paste to kind of thicken it up and give it a thicker soup texture. That's why I use paste. Then after this, I'm going to mix my sauce in. I'm going to mix my green beans. And I'm going to mix my corn. And I'm going to add a little seasoning in here. And then I'm going to add the rest of my chicken broth. And I'm going to add a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. And then we're going to let this cook for add a little bay leaf. Then we're going to let it cook for about 20 minutes. Then we'll add our meat. Well, I'll let it cook for like 30. Then we'll add our meat, especially the shrimp, because I don't want the shrimp to draw up. Now I got everything mixed up in the crock pot. I mixed my corn in here, my green beans in here, a little fresh seasoning, onion, bell pepper, celery. I already chopped up this in there. I put the rest of the chicken broth over in there. Well, a little bit more chicken broth over in there just to give it that taste. Now I'm about to put the top on this and let it go. And let it go for about, I say 30 minutes like I stated. So I'm about to let this cook for 30 minutes. And while I let this cook for 30 minutes, now we're about to shred up the chicken breast. Chicken breast ready now. Chicken breast ready now. And then we're going to go ahead and season the shrimp. I always like to put my shrimp in there last, like I said. I don't want my shrimp to shrivel up. So the next step is to take your chicken and shred your chicken up. And I like to shred mine up, like I shred it up, then I add it back to the juice that I baked it in, so it can be real moist. So I can't say I do that. That's one thing I do. So you can do that. And after we do that, we'll set everything aside. And then after the pressure cooker stop, then I'll go ahead and I'll just add the meat in there, and I'll let the meat cook with it for about 30 more minutes, you know, and then 30 without it, 30 with the meat. There we go. So right now, shred your chicken, season your shrimp, and steam your shrimp for about 2 minutes. I always put it on, like, let it steam for like 2 minutes, and I cut it off, keep the top on it, let it cook a little more, and then I just take it off the fire, and then I add it in last. Next, shrimp ready. Like this thing, chicken that I put in the oven, shredded it up. Now we're about to add all the meat over to our sauce. Well, the soup, shall I say. And I'm about to add the shrimp. Mix this all in. And I'm gonna add the rest of my chicken broth in this. And then I'm just gonna let it cook down for about, because it's a pressure cooker, because I did have to stop it a little bit just to make sure it don't burn. So I'm gonna put it on for about 10 more minutes, then food will be ready. thank y'all for tuning in to Cooking with Quayla. I hope y'all enjoyed this little quick meal. Now I'm finna go eat and have me a little shake back moment. Y'all be easy.